Let's start lecture 9 tuples. So this is a kind of data type. Here we'll again store the values just like list, but only difference is that you will be having round brackets. Okay, they are ordered unchangeable and can have duplicates, single item tuple. We'll be doing all this. Okay, so first let's make a Python file, tuple practice. Okay, so I'll make one tuple, my tuple equal to, keep the round bracket. So in the list we were having square brackets. Here we'll be having round brackets, and I'm again putting three fruits name: apple, banana and cherry. Now they are ordered, okay, and they cannot be changed and they have duplicate values. So how, first let's see how we have duplicate values. So there can be multiple apples, multiple cherries, multiple banana in the tuple. So I'm just writing one more apple and one more cherry. Can you see apple, banana, cherry, everything, it is repeated. Next thing that we'll be doing is, see, since they are ordered 0, 1, 2, they are unchangeable, we cannot change it. And the next is, we'll be understanding what is single item tuple. Single item is something that contains only one item. So if suppose I'm writing a new tuple equal to watermelon, okay, this won't be a tuple unless I put that comma. Okay, now if I understand what is the type of this new tuple, it will give me, one second, yeah, it will give me tuple, and if I remove the comma it will give me string. So I'm just checking that. This is how you put single item tuples, right? So the upper one is tuple, the below one is string, just because of that single comma. Okay, that is what is creating a difference. Okay, now it can have multiple data types, just as we used to do in list. It can be of a single data type, it can have multiple data type, it can have mix of data type, and there is no problem as such in tuple. Okay, so we have seen the type, and then we have seen that it is printing the tuple. Okay, okay, next let me just, so how do we understand the length, how many items are there in a tuple? Okay, for that we use the length state function, which we are already using with string as well as with list. Since new tuple, okay, the last new tuple was string, so it has watermelon, WATERMELON, so 10 letters are there. Now if I do my tuple, then it will calculate the items there. So my tuple is a tuple. So new tuple was a string in line number 9, and my tuple is an item with 5 elements, right? So that is there. Now how to access the tuple element, that is very important. Accessing is same as that of whatever we have done with list and strings. My tuple, square bracket, and the value. So again it starts with 0, the index, and 0, 1, 2, that means the third element. Okay, again we'll do, here we will be understanding the range. So colon 3 is from starting to the fourth element, but not the fourth element. Okay, here negative indexing third from the last. So cherry, apple, cherry, right? So we're doing this one. Yeah, I'm just copying it here so that it is visible. Everything is going right or not. Print my tuple from the third element to the last. So that's cherry, apple, cherry, again with negative indexing. Now we'll understand again in. So if apple in my tuple, it will give me print yes. So if there is apple in the tuple, it will give me yes. So the keyword apple keyword in checks whether that element is there in that tuple or not. So where watermelon was not there, it said nothing because else part was not mentioned. Now I'll just mention else part and write no. So it will say no because watermelon is not present in that tuple. Okay, I'm just doing again a simple thing to that from the fourth element to the second element on the last, but not the second element, just keeping it for record. Now how do we update tuples when they are not changeable, when they are immutable? How do we change it? So for changing it, we will be converting the tuple to a list, okay, by casting it. So I'm just converting the tuple, my tuple, to my list. Now I will update my list. So I will update maybe location number 3 with kiwi. Now I'll print my list, then change it to list. Let's change to tuple. Now I'll print my tuple and you will see that it has been updated. So earlier it is list, then it is again converted into tuple. So this is how we update tuple. This is the first method to do it. Now again we will convert the tuple to a list. We'll just add, means what I'll do, I'll append it some fruit at the last. So let me do at orange. I'll just append it to the last. Then I'll convert that list to the tuple and I'll print that tuple. Right, so can you see that orange is added to the tuple? Now yes, let me take up a new tuple. Now what I'll be doing, I'll add the tuples, so that I can do here without going and changing it. If I have to just add it, I can add it and then print the tuple. So this is possible. I cannot change that list, but I can add elements to it. So that is possible. Okay, now we'll unpack. Okay, we'll unpack the tuples. So unpacking is whatever we're putting in a tuple is actually packing it, right? We have the elements and we have packed it all together into one round brackets. So I'm just making a new tuple, apple, guava and banana. Now this is a tuple which is packed. For unpacking it, I give 3 variables. red, green, banana is yellow, so I give yellow. It could be A, B, C, it could be X, Y, Z, it could be any variable, and I assign these variables to my tuple. So what happened, whatever is the value of the first element goes to red, second goes to green, third goes to yellow. So this is unpacking. All the elements will come as it is. Now this we have to take care that whenever there are if there are three elements, items in the tuple, there should be three variables for unpacking it. In case it is not there, so then we'll use the asterisk. Asterisk is used when I have one variable and I have to give it to the multiple items in the list. So just see, I am writing two variables, Ladakh and asterisk has to be used before that element where I have to assign multiple values. So asterisk Maharashtra. So what I am doing actually, Ladakh, apple is grown in Ladakh and guava and banana are grown in Maharashtra. Now when I write print Ladakh, it will assign the apple and Maharashtra will assign guava and banana. So it is a list now. So what is happening, this asterisk is basically saving me from writing multiple elements if I want to keep them aside together. Okay, so let's do one more example of unpacking using asterisk. So I'm just writing my tuple equal to watermelon. Okay, and I'm adding kiwi too, so that there are multiple elements. Now there are three variables. This would give me an issue. So what I have done, I have put an asterisk. So first is allotted to apple, last is allotted to the yellow, the remaining in the center will be allotted to the one which has the asterisk, so green. Now if you see apple, guava, watermelon, kiwi are together, and then there's banana. So this is how you unpack. So thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.